Hello everybody, this is Dan from Christie's RV. Today we're going to be taking a look at this used 33 RL DS Jay Flight. Go through some of the stuff you need to know once you purchase this unit. Start off on the front. This one has electric tongue jack. So your switches are here for your hitch up light, and then extend and retract. There is a manual crank that goes in here in case it doesn't work on electricity. Propane system, two 30-pound bottles, and this enters a crossover regulator. This system is meant to be used with both bottles on. Whichever bottle that the little arrow is pointing towards is the one that's having propane taken from it. When it becomes empty, the little sight gauge here is going to turn red, but automatically draw propane from the other side. When you notice that it's red, you just need to turn the collar so it points to the other side. It'll go green because there'll be propane in that bottle, and then you can remove the empty bottle and have it filled. Side of the unit, you have your city water connection, so this is where you hook your hose up. Underneath the unit, you have where the sewer hose hooks on. You have your two valves, your black, your gray. Into the back a little farther, you have your two drains, the little white valves for your fresh tank. Your outside shower. Your water heater. Open it, you just turn the little knob. So everything's controlled from inside the trailer. The only thing in here you might have to do is remove the drain plug. Before you remove the drain plug, you need to take the pressure off the system. So to do that, you'll open up the taps inside, and then you can safely remove the drain plug. This is your sewer flusher hookup. So this unit has a flusher, like a sprayer, inside the toilet tank. So if you're going to use this, you need to have the sewer hose connected with the valve open. Then you can hook this on and it'll spray the inside of the tank and clean out where the sensors are and stuff. Under that you have your fresh water fill. So to fill a fresh water tank, you just stick the hose in and fill it. Once it's full, it'll start coming out underneath the unit. In the back corner you have your cable or satellite hookup. Below that you have where your power cord is. There's approximately 20 feet of power cord. The door side, you have a cable and satellite output and a set of receptacles. Now the awning is controlled from inside, so once you come inside, your main control center is here. So you just have to find the awning button. You're just going to press and hold out. It's going to go out. So one thing to note with these electric awnings is they're not made for high winds or heavy rain. You have either of those, you need to roll it up, as well as I'd recommend, if you're not going to be at the unit, that you leave it rolled up as well. So you can adjust the pitch on the awning on both sides. To do that, you have to just make sure this knob on the bottom is loose, and you'll just pull the arm down, tighten the knob up, and it'll help pitch the awning. The only thing with that is you do need to make sure it is in the fully extended before you roll it back in. To roll it in, you're just going to press and hold in on the awning until it gets all the way up. So in here as well, you have your monitor panel and a couple light switches. So one light switch is the exterior lights, one's the interior lights in the main area. So then on the monitor panel, you can check your battery, fresh tank, black tank, or gray tank levels. They all just share the same gauge on top. Then you have your water pump switch. So if you're going to use your water pump, you just turn it on. Then you have your water heater, both gas and electric. So electric, you just flip it on, It works on its own. The gas, you flip it on, it will light on its own. If for some reason it does not light, this little LED light in between the two switches will illuminate to let you know it did not light. Below that you have your two slide out switches. So to extend the slide out, you just need to press and hold the button. One thing to note with the slide outs is before you put them out, you should make sure that nothing's falling down beside or on top of them, otherwise it will cause damage. Another thing with the slide outs is they only seal all the way out or all the way in, so if you leave it part way closed, it is a possibility for it to leak. Once it gets all the way out, it makes that ratcheting noise. It's how you know it's all the way. On the bottom of the cupboard here, you have your propane and carbon monoxide detector. Now this is wired to the battery on the trailer. So if the battery on the trailer becomes low, this will emit a high-pitched squeal to inform you that it's not going to work properly. As well, it will inform you if it's detecting propane or carbon monoxide if it's going off, to tell you which one it's detecting. And you have your load center. So to open the load center, you just press the button, or press the center here, it comes open. You have all your breakers and fuses, everything's labeled. One thing to note with an RV breaker is they don't have an orange indicator to tell you they're tripped. If you need to reset it, you just need to turn it off and back on to reset. You actually have your stovetop. Light the stovetop, you're just going to pick which burner you want on, turn the sparker. The center burner is the high output burner. So if you're going to try to boil water or something like that, that's what one you'd want to use. So to light the oven on this trailer, you need to turn the oven knob to where it says pilot. Once you get there, you can actually push in on the knob, and you're going to push in on the knob, hold it, and light the pilot. Once the pilot is lit, you're going to press and hold the button, or continue to hold the button for maybe 5 to 10 seconds. When you release it, should stay on, and you can just turn it to the temperature you want. So for the fridge, your controls are right on the front. You can select auto or gas. Gas is propane only. If it does not light on its own, this little orange light is going to flash to tell you that it did not light. If you select auto, it's going to run electricity if it's present and switch to gas if not. So if you're on electricity, the power went out, it's going to automatically switch to propane. Once the power comes back, it's going to switch back to electricity. And then you just have your temperature control settings here, which is for the fridge and freezer both. So up on the roof, you have your antenna crank. To crank it up, you're just going to turn it, same as the arrows show. Then you can also pull down on the collar and rotate the antenna. But before you put the antenna down, you need to line up the two notches so the antenna comes down on the roof in the right position. So in the hallway, you have your thermostat. So your thermostat controls both the air conditioner and furnace. So you're going to select what you want it to do. So if you're going to heat, then you set the temperature. And the furnace is going to run for 15 to 20 seconds before it lights, as well as when it comes to the temperature that's desired or you turn it off, it's going to run 15 to 20 seconds without the flame on as a safety precaution. And for air conditioning, you'll set cool and you'll set the temperature you want. This other switch over here on the side is for the air conditioning as well. So your choices are auto or on, high or low fan in each. So the difference between this is auto will turn the fan and compressor off in the air conditioner when it gets to the desired temperature. And on, the fan will continue to run all the time and just the compressor will turn on and off. So if you want the fan to stay on to help circulate some air, you'll leave it on. If you don't want the fan to stay on, you'll leave it on auto. In the bathroom, you got a flush toilet. Flush the toilet, step on it all the way. To add water to the toilet, you just step on the pedal part way. So, in the bedroom, you have your slide out switch here. So there is an indicator on it saying that there is a travel bar installed for traveling that you need to remove before you use it. And the travel bar isn't in there at the moment, so you'll want to check for that. And you're just going to press and hold out. Same as the other side, or the other slides. Okay, so there is the ability to mount a TV in the bedroom. They show you the location that you'd want to mount the mount to, and then you have your cable and your plug-in. One thing with this one here, before you put the slide out in, you need to make sure that the door is latched open, otherwise it could damage the door or the slide out. One window in the bedroom here is emergency exit window. If you wanted to, or if you needed to use it, what you need to do is pull on the red thing here. It'll pull the screen off, and you can just lift up on the arm and push the window open. It hinges at the top, it doesn't fall out or anything like that. You can also use this for ventilation. It does latch in one position. If it's windy out, I would not recommend using this window. Sometimes what happens is the wind will pull the window open. If that does happen to you, you just need to, from the outside, realign where that rod goes in and just stick it back in. There won't be any damage. And then to close it, you're just going to pull it closed and latch the latch. So I think that's just about it for this trailer. Hope you have a great day and enjoy.